You want to make hundreds or even thousands of dollars every single month and passively? Here is how dividend compounding can make you rich. Compounding is the process in which one of your investment's earnings, such as a dividend in this case, are reinvested to generate additional earnings over time. This growth will happen because your investment will generate you earnings that you can then take and reinvest to generate additional earnings again and again and again. But how can this make you money? Well, when you invest in the stock market, a few stocks that you can see are paying something called a dividend. A dividend is an interest that you will get paid every single year about your initial investment. So with that in mind, you can now apply the compounding definition that I gave you just before to dividend. In this sense, dividend investing is a way to see exponential growth into a portfolio. Hey, my name is Alexi and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, we learn about personal finance, investment and passive income, so hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified for my next videos. Let's dive deeper into the power of dividend compounding. A lot of people that are starting to invest into the market are only seeing the potential of short-term speculations into the market that we also know that's called as trading or day trading. And in a lot of cases, this kind of investment can be devastating for your portfolio and for your money in general. Because the market in the short term is absolutely unpredictable. And even if you're an expert, you are not always right about what's going to happen in the market, at least in the short term. If you have no experience about investing into the stock market, or you want to invest but more passively, dividends are made for you. This is actually what I started doing a few months ago when I started investing myself into dividend stocks. By the way, if you want to check my first investing month, there is a link right here on the top right corner that you can go and check out right now. Compounding is so underrated because it is so effective and so passive at the same time. But the negative part is that it takes a long time for your money to actually grow a lot. But if you have a long-term view on your money, this is absolutely the best solution for you. Okay, let's now dive into a little bit more details about how interest works and why dividend investing is the way to go. Okay, so here on this page, you can see the difference between a simple interest and compounded interest. You can see that for both investments, the initial amount of money put into it is $10,000. That would stay in it for 25 years at a 7% return each year. Let's see how much you will have at the end of those 25 years with simple interest. So after 25 years of simple interest, your $10,000 will now be worth $27,500, which is a great increase, but it took 25 years for this money to grow this way. Let's now see the difference between simple interest and compounded interest. So we had exactly the same metrics, $10,000 invested at 7% for 25 years, but this time you reinvest your interest that will also get interest on it. So let's see the difference. The difference is absolutely huge. You can see that the first one was $27,500 and now we have $54,274, which is like double the money. This is great and all, but the longer you wait, the bigger the difference will be. Let's now check for 35 years. So I'm just going to change 35 years for simple interest and 35 years for compounded interest. Okay. Now you can see where I'm going with this. The first one is now worth $34,500, but the compounded interest is now worth more than $100,000, which is like triple the first one. So here we have a proof about how compounded interest is way more important to focus on rather than simple interest. Okay, are you convinced yet? No? Okay, let's now talk more about passive income because this, my friend, can be a deciding factor when you choose between investing in growth stocks or in dividend stocks and if you want to build a dividend portfolio. As I said earlier, dividend can be considered a passive income because you can get paid when you're sleeping, when you're swimming, when you're drinking a chocolate milk, for example, also anytime. But as great as it can be, if you don't reinvest your dividends, you will never see an exponential growth into your portfolio. If you get paid a dividend and the first reaction you had is to go and buy a chocolate milk, then you will never be rich by using dividends. And this will make the biggest difference if you come back to the beginning of this video with the definition of what compounding is. The exponential growth only occurs when you reinvest your dividend. Let's now jump into my dividend portfolio and I will show you a few examples of what I'm actually speaking about. Let me explain you a little bit more my strategy on how I invest into dividends. As I aim to have the biggest passive income possible, I invest into dividend paying companies, and actually not all of them, but a very specific kind of it, which is called a dividend aristocrat. Dividend aristocrats are some kind of companies that pay dividend and even increased their dividend payments for 25 years plus. And by the way, the amount of dividend you're getting paid each year is called the dividend yield if you don't know. There are 66 dividend aristocrat stocks as I'm filming this video, and I actually own a few of them. Because with the global crisis that we're having right now, it's really important to focus on stocks that have the greatest value, the most chances of going out of this recession live, and also that still pay their dividends. Also, all these companies are way cheaper than they used to be because the stock prices just fell on the floor when everything started. Of course, every single one of the companies that you see on the screen right now is paying a dividend. Some of them actually cut the dividends 1 month ago because of the crisis, such as CCL or Delta Airlines, which I made a video about that you can go and check out right now. It's on the top right corner. It's my last portfolio update. But all of the companies that you can see on the screen right now are paying dividends to me. But remember guys, companies don't have the obligation of paying dividends. They choose to do it. So at any point in the future, they can actually cut the dividends at any point. This is why you should focus on buying great value companies that you are sure will pay their dividends over the next, I don't know, 10 years maybe. This is why dividend aristocrats are so important for me. But it's not all about the safety score of a dividend, it's also the amount of dividend that you're getting paid. Because as you see on the screen right now, I don't own Apple, which is probably the safest company you can have on the market because they have a really strong company, a lot of earnings, but they pay a really low dividend, about 1.09% as I'm filming this video. It is really low because if you don't know, on this portfolio, I aim for about 4 to 5% dividend yield, which is high, and at the same time it's pretty average. So let's go into more details. As you can see here, my dividend yield is actually 5.74%, which is a bit higher than what I just told you. This is because the stock prices just fell down so hard that the dividend yield increased. They have to pay a higher percentage of the stock value to you because the stock fell so low. But if you look on the right at the yield on cost, it's about 4.83%, which is the value of the yield when I bought it. And on the right again, you can see my annual dividend payments, which are about $182 right now, but it's increasing every single month as I invest more and more into the market. Now that you know how dividend investing works, you are able to actually start and look more into how you can start creating your own portfolio. And as I recommend you just before, you can go and check out my monthly updates where I speak about which stocks I bought, which did I sell, and what I am doing with my money. It can be an inspiration for you, then go and check it out. If you're not interested, this video is not finished. In my opinion, right now, it's the best time to actually start investing into the market since the economy kind of collapsed if we think about it. With the crisis that we have right now, everybody's on lockdown. All the companies are closed, except a few of them. But if you don't know, there is a saying that riches are made in recessions. We are in a recession. This is the time for you to start putting some money into the market to see great returns in the future. Because if you wait too much, then it will come back to the normal state, which was a pretty high market. So if I were to invest in the market right now, I would start as I am speaking right now. But if you check the description down below, I got a link for you, and if you click on it, you can get a stock of a value up to $100 on Trading212, which is the app I use to invest my money into the market. I actually made a review on it, so you can go and check it out right now. It's on the top right corner again. But if you're interested and you click on the link, we will both get a free stock on Trading212, so go check it out. The strategy you should use to invest into dividends is really simple. Buying dividend paying stocks that are safe enough for you to actually buy them, and then see your passive income grow and grow until the point where it's as big as a salary. So if you work on your dividend investing portfolio for 25 years or plus, you can actually have returns that are bigger than a salary every single month. And at this point, you are financially independent. And I also made a video about this if you want to go and check out on my channel. But don't forget, if you have something that you should remember in this video, is that you should never take the dividends for yourself and go and buy a chocolate milk. You should take those dividends and reinvest it into the market so that you'll see the exponential growth. If you don't do this, there is no point in investing into dividends, in my opinion. I recommend investing in the stock market for any person that has the ability to invest or that wants to start investing. And in my opinion, dividend paying stocks is the safest way for you to invest your money without risking to lose everything in one day. The market showed us that dividend paying stocks usually do better into a recession than regular stocks, for example. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to start investing or if you're already investing and for how long have you been doing it. If you want to start investing in yourself, you can go and check out this video right here that's made for beginners and how you can actually start investing into the market in 2020. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by smashing the like button on this video and subscribing to the channel for weekly content. I hope everyone is staying safe at home and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.